rainy days like this, I sit here in my office and think about how the city used to be, before it went bad. Times are uncertain right now after the war. Thieves and killers, crime families, corrupt officials letting them run amok. Oh boys, having them on their payroll. Then there's me, some sad sap trying to do some good in all this chaos. The city's rotten to the core. I'm here to try and pick off the bad bits of this big apple before people try and take a bite. Gosh, what was that all about? Must have had a frog in my throat or something. Well, enough solemn contemplation. I've got cases to read through. Got some juicy new intel from one of my informants sitting right in front of me. Gotta say, it's one of the heftier folders they've given me, too. Smells like a leader, right? Can't go on smell alone, though, so... Let's see here. What in the... come in! You must be that client that rang earlier. Well, I'm glad you came here. Best PI this side of New York. Don't try and verify that. Anywho, give me the details of this little investigation you need me to carry out. Oh, a folder. I looked through a lot of these, so I know my way around one. And this? This is a folder, alright. Made of paper and everything. Oh, well, this is pretty confidential and dangerous stuff. You make sure you weren't followed here? Last thing I need is some goon kicking down my door and putting the two of us on ice. Regardless, this kind of case isn't one I'll be taking lightly in the slightest. Or at all, if there isn't some incredibly substantial pay behind it. Just asking around could get me or one of my informants whacked. Gonna assume that's what the briefcase is for, then. That's the most money I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay. You drive a hard bargain. I can tell you're pretty high up yourself. Or at least connected to someone high up. That kind of money, and this kind of job you brought me. I'm a man of my word, so I'm not just gonna take the money and run. But I'm gonna require a pretty substantial down payment. You can trust that I'll do everything I can to get you the information that you need. The thing that's got me scratching my head, though, is... some of the names in this folder you brought me show up in other cases of mine. Some of these people I already have some substantial info on as well. Not enough to act on, but with this, I think this gives me some pretty solid leads as well. That's some nice payment in and of itself. Of course, I'll still humbly take the payment you've offered in that briefcase when all this is said and done. Now, about some of the details of this case. I'm sure it's all here in this folder. But if there's anything important I should know, or any tips on where some of these crooks frequent, even some guy who knows a guy who knows a guy would help. The longer I'm on this case, the more likely someone is to catch on to me. And I prefer my feet on land, and not encased in concrete at the bottom of a lake. I think I got the gist of it. I'll be on the job very soon, and hopefully with some good info. That is what I do, after all. Be safe out there. Man, what have I gotten myself into? Guess I better get to work. Cute guy like me has his work cut out for him. I gotta start doing some info gathering. Now, time to go grab that key dress of mine.